Hey there everyone, this is Michael Dougal with eXp Realty, and in this video today I'm going to update you entirely with our real estate market here in the Greater Toronto area. The fall, as we know, was off to a little bit of a slow start looking at the number of transactions, but what about the average price? Because the average price has been coming downwards ever since March, but now times are pretty uncertain. There's not as much buyer demand. Sellers are a little bit on the fence, so this makes for very interesting times, and I'm shooting this video in the middle of October. Let's look at some of the data here. And we're looking at the average price. One line represents 2022, the other line represents 2021, and there is no hiding the fact that now we can clearly say that our average price is lower, and this is across all home styles. Condos, there may be slight exceptions depending on the area, but here we can see just over the past week that our average price was down by 12% compared to the same time about 12 months ago, with our average price somewhere around $1,466,000. Again, this represents detached sales in the city of Toronto, but what I want to share with you is that the higher the price is, the less buyer demand there is, and these are the properties which are really taking a long time to sell or selling for far less than asking price. Right now, in most areas, when you're looking at detached homes, the average property is selling for somewhere between 95 to 97% of asking price. So sellers are listing their property with a bit of an understanding, okay, we need to be a little bit patient because our days on market is up. Days on market for detached homes is somewhere between 25 to 30 days in most areas. That's what we'll find, and the exceptions to that are with some of the lower price ranges. Like if you look in Toronto and you're looking at a property under $1 million, those are usually selling fairly quickly. We are still seeing bidding wars, but the reason we're not seeing a lot of bidding wars right now is simply because sellers are not opting for that strategy. They are of the understanding that they should price their property the traditional way, leave a little bit of room for negotiation, and be patient, hold on to their price for a few weeks, and then they're accepting offers. So sellers are getting smarter, buyers as well are getting smarter. Buyers aren't as skeptical as they were back a few months ago because the market, yes, it may be lower than it was back a few months ago, but we have seen a little bit of stabilization, whereas several months ago with the stock market crash, with a lot of uncertainty in the overall economy, buyers just simply were not pulling the trigger and wanted to wait. And that's really not what we're seeing anymore. We're seeing that if buyers are participating in the market and they are going to showings, then there is a sincere interest, there is demand. Of course, they're doing their due diligence online and looking at several properties and deciding to make an offer on one. If they're not getting it at the price that they wish, then they'll look at another property. And this month by month breakdown does represent that quite clearly. We can see our average price hasn't changed much at all. If you look at July, August, and September, with our average price in September, this is across all home styles and the GTA, that the average price was $1,090,000, with our average days on market at 23 days, higher than it has been over the past 12 months. Now let's take a look at the condo market. We can see based on these two lines just how the average price has changed, and it's very difficult to be general with respect to our condo market in the Greater Toronto area. It really is pocket to pocket, building to building. If there is less supply in a specific building, then you can expect that listings will come up and they will sell in a matter of days at record-breaking prices. However, we have found that the condos that have experienced a little bit of a price decrease are the condos in Toronto, especially the downtown core. There's simply more listings right now, which is very interesting because the tenant demand is very high. Landlords are able to easily rent out their units for the highest prices they were ever able to achieve. And if you look at York region, Durham region, Peel region, the average price is actually up in most areas compared to the same time last year. Then again, there aren't too many condos in those areas. And then of course we have like our aging population that is selling a traditional detached home in order to get to one of these condos. So there is quite a bit of demand. Condo homeowners though, expect that when you list your property, something that condos do have in common with detached and semi-detached or townhomes is that the average days on market is higher. Of course, speak to your real estate agent. I would look at a few recent sales in your building, see how long those listings took to sell, and that will help you determine whether or not you should maybe get your status certificate in advance. Doesn't hurt to do that, but the buyer is likely going to want a new one anyway. And if you have any thoughts of selling, for condo homeowners, where it really does make sense to sell is if you're upsizing, perhaps you're moving to a semi-detached home, townhouse, maybe a detached home. If you have some savings, that will be great because we know that condos, although the prices really haven't come down with the rest of the home styles, they have come down significantly. So financially, it just makes a lot of sense. Doesn't make too much sense the other way around and move from something larger to something smaller. So if you're considering selling your condo, a smaller home, if you have any questions, you want me to clear up any uncertainty, or you want to make a game plan, I'm more than happy to speak with you. My customers get excellent service. You can be assured of that. Whether you're buying or selling, call me call me. My number is 416-671-5218. And if you're an ambitious real estate agent that needs new strategies to generate leads, to optimize their business practices, of course, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to speak with you, or you can conveniently find a time to talk to me in the description box below. Book a time. I'm happy to speak with you. I'm not the pushy type. We'll have a good conversation. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe if you did get value from this video, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.